your boy Keythedon. Today we got that Faze shit, man. Uh, I saw the Kosh and that shit and this relationship shit. I feel like that's some little girl petty shit, some kind of drama shit. I'm not covering that bullshit, bro. I don't like that online like relationship drama shit. That shit lame. But I will react to some organizations. We got Faze. My bad, y'all. I'm a little sick, but we got Faze. Them niggas done broke up, saying everybody done left them motherfuckers. Saying let's see what's going on. Let's see what's on. Oh man, I'm so sick, bro. What's going on? Shit not popping up. There we go. Alright, we got Meezy.
That's what I felt like. Anything could happen at any moment. They trying to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the? Making him...
Huh? We gonna get to that. This is a preview.
Look like this ego monster don't know the truth, bro.
I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting. It makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm here to tell you, as former Faze Banks, this was...
That's just... I never did like that. Even when I was little, like, listening to, like, the whole drama and beefs, they always try to, like, make it seem like they really care as much. Like, bro, this is real life, bro. Nobody don't give a fuck if y'all friends, bro. Like, what I mean by that is, he's saying that, like, oh, man, this hurts my heart. You know, it makes me sick to my stomach.
Makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm here to tell you,
let's see why.
Don't know the truth, bro.
I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach. And I'm here to tell you, as former Faze Banks, this was one of the worst decisions I've ever made in my entire life.
One of the worst decisions you could have made in your life? That is so interesting. While last year seemed to be year of the Faze, this year has not gone so well. It all kind of kicked off with Blackboy Max announcing his departure from the group, and ever since then, things have kind of been spiraling. And just yesterday, at least this commentary channel got one of the greatest gifts that could have possibly happened. Pretty much every single creator that was affiliated with Faze put out a tweet saying, left Faze Clan. I'm talking about Silky, Ron, Jason, Lacey, Adapt.
Nah, he tripping.
Roster, and we've got to talk about it on this momentous day. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Us unemployed got to stick together, and it will be greatly appreciated. Now, back into the celebration. Now, Faze isn't new to doing any sorts of different promotions, so when all of the Faze members came out and said left at Faze Clan simultaneously, it kind of didn't surprise anybody. People thought that it was just another one of their, subathons, marathons being promoted for what's to come. But some of us that follow the Twitter communities saw that, hey, there was a house up for sale. There were people being seen in different locations. There was a little bit of a breadcrumbing that had happened over the past couple of days that makes this moment in time make so much more sense. And to get the ball rolling even further away from the conversation about this being any sort of promo, Blackboy Max's legitimate cousin, Fatboy Dip, came to the internet and started to spill some tea that was so hot I had to blow it off 50,000 times and still get burned when I drank it.
Hey, you see that little townhouse that Max was in? They tried to make that...
I remember, I just reacted to, like, him and Silky playing basketball or something. Fuck, I forgot his name. Let me go see. Let me go check this shit. 1 second. One second. Let me check this shit real quick. What's his name? His name is Morgan. Yeah, Morgan.
20 bands a month. What the?
Whoa.
Or give a percentage of it, though.
Still get burned when I drink it.
What the? You see that little townhouse that Max was in? They tried to make that pay 20 bands a month. What the?
Nah, son, 20 bands is crazy. 20 bands is crazy.
Oh.
Or give a percentage of myself. What the?
Oh, I don't like that. That whole percentage of yourself bullshit. Oh, fuck no. That sound like the fucking rappers. How they be like the industry and shit. The hell?
Oh. Hello?
But Max is such a good. He just, yo, bro, I just want to. And now he's like, Max looks crazy, looks like egoed out. No, that's not cool
that.
though. Like, taking on the chin, making him look like this ego monster. Don't know the truth, bro.
Now, up to that point, it was unverified what was going on, but what reason would Plaqueboy Max's cousin have to lie about situations that happened? People forget when Max left, he was seen as like the black sheep in the situation. He was painted out to be the bad guy. He was the villain and all these things. And my ears were percolating because my pot has been stewing. This perpetual stew has been going on for about a year now, but I had to wait. Now, on top of just about every single Faze member saying that they had left Faze, the Faze account themselves also unfollowed every single member. And everybody started pointing their fingers again at Faze Banks saying, what did he do this time? But he quickly reminded us that, hey, I have nothing to do with Faze. What's going on right now? I left 4 months ago. It's unfortunate to see what's going on. Everybody the best, blase, blase, blah. You know, getting out in front of it just like any sort of PR person would do. This seemingly triggered Plaqueboy Max, though, because what happens next seems to be a total scorched earth moment that wasn't intercepted by anybody. So we are very much inclined to believe that what he says about why he left Faze and the things that happened between him, some of the management, the senior leadership, and the group as a whole, it's jarring. It's scary.
But we had a sponsor for that day, and niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. Game night. Yes, if he was there, he was there. Niggas didn't end up doing the sponsor. There was difficulties with the sponsor. Yeah. After that happened, according to the assistants and staff of the creators, because I'm not gonna lie, I just really don't remember. But they said that Faze has pulled everybody for the rest of the month and sent niggas home early. This is the first time where in my head I went, okay, so...
Damn, so they could take away your sponsor?
Wow.
And how much control
Shit that
do
you
niggas
work?
have?
Nah, what?
That's a very valid question. Plaqueboy Max goes on to allude to the fact that he and the other members of Faze that signed on to the organization didn't have as much control as he once thought they did. You see, on a live stream about a year ago, I remember one Faze Banks saying to me specifically that, hey, you know, we just really rock with these guys, we support these guys, we're just behind them, and, you know, we want to get behind their creative endeavors. Very much making it seem as though, you know, he was just fully supportive, no strings attached. But as Max is detailing and outlining here that is not the case. He goes on to highlight different times in which the organization decided to flex their muscle and their power. One time in particular in which they kicked Lacey out of the group.
Y'all remember when Lacey got kicked from Faze?
Oh, nah. Wait. That's some
He
bullshit.
got kicked from Faze.
Bro. That's why it's better to just get it on your own, bro. And they got it, so you might as well just thug it out. Kind of like what your Rage did, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't fuck with that shit. That whole, like... Actually, let me see why they kicked him out.
Because according to the assistants and the staff and the cameramen, they said that he had missed a video shoot or something, and we were missing video shoots, and so he actually got kicked from Faze.
Oh, so he was missing video shoots. He said a video shoot, and then he rephrased it, and he was like, he missed video shoots. So it's not just one he talking about. So I'm guessing it was, okay, that's valid. That's valid. That, damn.
Granted, he was allowed back in a couple, later, because niggas all had combos, but yes, he got kicked from Faze.
He then goes on to seemingly verify what his cousin said in his stream about him having to pay a certain percentage of his earnings / pay $20K a month in order to rent out some sort of townhouse in the back. And he also hints that the other members are caught up in some sort of drama or ordeal, but ultimately he and themselves signed these contracts that had them connected to the Faze name and the Faze brand. I think we're seeing a lot of content creators in 2025, specifically from the streaming side, signed to these organizations, signed to these production companies, companies signed to these management firms that ultimately take control of who they are and what they do, which is completely contradictory to the whole reason why a lot of these content creators hopped into the streaming space in general. Hey, this is not traditional media, but I still want to be in the media space. I want to have control over what I do. Now, kind of as a hindsight 2020 and a forewarning for people coming up after them, these people aren't just going to throw bags at you just to throw bags at you. There's going to have to be something attached to it. No matter what a 40-year-old says on a live stream, they're not just going to put you in a mansion, pipe you up, give you all these lit aspirations and fulfill all your creative dreams without anything being attached to it at all. No. That's not how that works. And I do think it was interesting that when I had that sit down that Max kind of wasn't as vocal as, you know, some of the others, but I will get back to that at a different time. Ultimately, Max felt like he was shafted in a lot of regards by Faze, blindsided by the organization, not the members. But because he likes to talk so much and not have his name slung through the dirt, it was about time that Faze Banks spoke out about the situation. And boy, he seemingly turned his back on everybody.
I just watched some clips from this Black Boy Max stream where he's playing a laugh track over my tweet, and it's like, Max, I know we've had like our individual differences, and I know I haven't really seen eye to eye with a lot of the talent because truthfully and honestly, I find you guys all to be incredibly ungrateful. I find you guys all to have insane egos, and I think it's disgusting and makes me sick to my stomach that your guys' relationships with each other and with every other streamer, and your community included, is so incredibly fake. You got the best actors on planet Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it.
No. I know this specifically because I'm very tapped into, like, you know what I'm saying? Nigga be watching that shit. Like, I don't be watching like Lazy or like Ron and shit like that. Honestly, I don't even be watching Playboy Man. I really be watching Your Rage, and I know for a fact all of them was not friends. All of them was not friends. They all was associates that all, you know what I'm saying? They built that shit. And we saw it. So, like, what is this bullshit you spitting? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't fuck with a nigga that much. Sometimes you don't. It is what it is. It's a business relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's work for them. They basically co-workers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. That's a little weird argument right there. I ain't gonna lie. That's a weird way to look at things. Cause, like, how do you know what I'm saying? Like, and shit, they could be real friends. You never know.
These are the same Earth, and you've made a complete career out of all of it. Max, these are your boys, but these are the same guys that said they fucking hated your guts after you left. And you know, you're the program, and you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott.
Oh, damn. I take it back. What the fuck? Hated your guts when you leave. Okay, never mind.
And this and that. And, you know, you're the program, you have an ego the size, you think you're Travis Scott, and this and that. And also, like, Max, multiple conversations about how Ron's content's cringe, and you guys didn't fuck with the dad. None of you guys fucked with Lacey.
Mind you, I'm taking everything in this video with a grain of salt, bro. Even what Playboy Max said, what Morgan said, and what Bank said. I'm taking all this shit with a grain of salt. Cause nigga, this is still the internet. And narratives is gonna be ran.
You're Jason in the beginning. You guys didn't want these guys to live anywhere near you. You barely wanted to share a brand with them. But Faze was gonna fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Keythedon. So fuck it.
Wait a minute.
What we can get. And then it all worked. And we forced Keythedon, so fuck it. But Faze was gonna fund a Miami house for you, Rage, Silky, and Keythedon. So
Faze is gonna find a Miami house with you, Rage, and with Max, Rage, and Keythedon. Well, they knew of each other. They didn't know who the fuck Lacey and Ryan was. That's simple. They didn't know. They didn't know. I'm pretty sure Keythedon knew him though, cause like he was the one that put them on.
fucking
Wait a minute.
we can get. And then it all worked. And we forced this relationship.
Hold on now. If I recall, that is not what was told to me. Now, I'm going to stop being petty here because I picked up a lot of audience that doesn't know necessarily the saga. But last year, I made a video speaking about Faze. And in that video, I outlined a couple of things that struck a nerve between a couple of
I seen that on my timeline. I just didn't want to click that bitch because I thought it was hating. I thought it was like, damn, nigga, it just started. This nigga hating, bro. And I just picked not interested, bitch. Damn.
Of the members, specifically Stable Ron and Laser. Now, that night, or maybe the next one, I was invited to be on a live stream with Stable Ron so we can go through that conversation and discourse. And I thought that we had a pretty good conversation for what it's worth. We both came in there with some misunderstandings about each other. We came to some conclusions and agreements. And even when Lacey popped in, it was ultimately a productive conversation for what it was worth. I think we all left with better understandings of what was going on, who we were, gained perspective and insight about each other. And I thought that it was a very mature conversation. It was even a couple of times where Ron would tell his community, yo, like, I'm actually trying to like understand here, so, you know, stop getting on his dick about doing stuff, etc., etc. So kudos to those guys. But the tides turned specifically when Faze Banks stepped into the conversation and took it totally left. And in that conversation, he said things that kind of contradict what's being said today. Now, from a business perspective, I totally get it, gang. You funded a lot of the projects, and it would seem very ungrateful of these people who you funded to be, you know, so ungrateful afterwards, not appreciative, whatever the case may be. But that didn't really address what Black Boy Max kind of just said there. And you saying that they threw each other under the bus, they didn't like each other in the beginning, this, that, and the third, albeit a reiteration and maybe an exaggeration of conversations had previously, that's a complete contradiction as to what you said. Plus, if you ask some people that were very close to Faze during this time, that doesn't match up what's being done in real time. But we'll get into that in 2 seconds.
I don't know, man. I failed miserably. It's not the first L that I'm taking in my life. It's not the first time I failed. But, yeah, I wish that, in a weird way, I do wish that I fucking was closer to the fold the last 4 or 5 months. I don't think that this all would have happened this way.
Is it time to victory lap this yet? No, not yet. We'll save that for later on tonight. Banks goes on for another 12 minutes talking about, you know, how Twitter comms are negative, how these kids only care about their viewers and they'll do anything for them, they'll believe whatever they say, etc., etc. And in a follow-up to the video that he posted, he put out a tweet saying, these guys had free housing, free filmers and staff, all Faze channels, 0% income share. Their money and platforms all skyrocketed after meeting me, but I'm the bad guy. None of it makes sense. And like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow. Now, let's wait for that.
Hey, that's a valid. Hey, everything he's saying is valid. But what he's not understanding is that, bro, it should not even work that way. Y'all is supposed to be kind of be like a kick or something, like, not like, y'all know how kick, like, niggas was signing with them and shit like that, but like, they wasn't doing shit for niggas though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how it was with the first Faze member, but niggas ain't never had no housing and shit like that. From all I know, shit. From all I know, yeah, with the esports shit, all I know is, yeah, like, they used to be playing games and shit. I ain't never know no fucking company to buy they got a house and all that. Like, that's what I meant earlier when I was like, it just sounds too good to be true. Cause like, what the fuck?
Sense. And like I said above, I'm going to get into all the details tomorrow. Now, as we wait for that glorious live stream to happen, the only thing that we have to really listen to are people from the Faze clan that were a part of this situation, and we have people that were close to them. During my research for this video, I found a tweet that Stable Ronaldo liked, saying that, I cannot believe this is a grown man I'm listening to speak right now. No accountability, victimizing himself and throwing the boys under the bus, saying fake relationships and secretly hating BS. And that in-depth shit dead pissed me off. That's from a fan, but like by Stable Ronaldo, I don't know. Another like tweet by Ron stated that being 34 years old and not taking accountability for ruining your business 2 times now is insane. This motherfucker always blaming other people for his failures. Heavy statements from ex-members directly, but let's see what adjacent people to these streamers, to these people in Faze clan have to say. Friend of the show TK decided to go live and react to this situation, and what he said about Banks and the whole situation was was very telling about how he viewed this whole entire project. It's a big money grab.
Is it really help if you was telling niggas you gotta pay me a percentage of your streams or your revenue to be a part of what we're doing here?
That's what I was saying, bro. That's exactly what I was saying. Nah, son. That's why it's better to stay on your own, son. Ain't no fucking way.
Again.
Mind you, before these niggas joined Faze, what was Faze's relevancy? What was Faze's existence? Who was Faze? I'm not mad because he did a business move the wrong way. I'm mad because this nigga sitting here talking about it like, oh, I did so much for these niggas and all I did was love these niggas and all I'm asking for them is to sign a 360. Sign your soul away to me, little monkey. You little streamer dancer.
Oh, no,
like, so
you
what,
tripping,
you little
you
idiot? Like, god damn. I gave you so much. I love y'all so much like brothers. We built this shit from the ground, gang. And I let y'all get into it. So just sign your soul away. How fucking dare you be so ungrateful that you don't sign your fucking soul to me? Nigga, what are we fucking talking about, bro?
Hey, yo. Scum TK, a streamer and friend of Your Rage, a...
Yo, that is not his face, bro. What the fuck did the AI do to you?
Hey, yo. Scum TK,
bro, that is not him, bro. That's how you smile. Let me not cook.
Streamer and friend of Your Rage, a current Faze member, he hasn't tweeted out that he's left Faze, went on live and refuted and debunked and stated that what Banks was saying was untrue in a lot of the regards, in a lot of the situations. There's one instance where Faze Banks says that he's never made any money from Faze, and Scum TK, again, somebody very close to this situation, completely refutes that allegation and says that it's totally false.
I have never made not one singular dollar outside of my...
You didn't just sell your stake in Faze? I don't care. I'm tripping. I'm leaking. I'm sorry. You didn't just sell your stake in Faze?
Oh wow.
Niggas can't do this to me. Black shirts pull up. I gotta
Keep digging in him, TK.
We can keep doing this. You didn't just
Wait,
come up
so who has
right
left
off
Faze
this
so
shit?
far?
Even Aiden Ross, somebody very close to Faze Banks and the corporate side of streaming, who was behind the scenes, went ahead and did his attempt at scorching the earth by outing the fact that not only did he help Faze financially, but revealing the truth behind what happened between the real owners and the content side of things.
They're using Faze's foundation, their money to buy stuff for shoots, brand deals, like Faze has been doing, right? It's a corporate business. So they never signed that 20% initially. They come after them a year and a half later and then ask for the 20%. That is where I think that's in the wrong.
That's wrong.
Because listen, if your intention was to sign these guys for 20% to join
From the
Faze,
jump.
they probably would have all done it.
Yep.
But now you waited till they're big and they already have millions of followers and dollars. So why would they sign a contract? You can't put a deal in their fucking face at this point. Do you understand? I understand both sides here. They wouldn't have done it. Well, then, Lico, then you could argue that they wouldn't be as big as they are. Or you could argue that, you know, there's many arguments to make. I think they would have done it.
No, they brought Faze back from the grave. Let's keep it real. Bro, Your Rage, when Your Rage was the first one to join, when he joined, Black Boy Max, Ron, Lacey, Sylvie. Bro, I'm telling you now, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. Bro, I don't believe that, son. I don't believe like that narrative of like, oh, they wouldn't be nothing without Faze because they boosted, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I've been watching YouTube since I was little, bro. Shit, on my game, cause I ain't have a phone. Till I was in like 8th grade. So like on my game, I'm talking on the way back in, like on the Xbox 360 days. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I used to be watching YouTube and all that. So I'm sitting there like, bro, Faze used to be big when I was little. That's the point I'm trying to make. Faze used to be so fucking big. Everybody on the game with Faze and, you know what I'm saying, wannabes and shit. I mean, I wasn't. My dumb ass tried to make my name LeBron and spelled it Lorbon. My retarded ass. enough of that though, for real, bro. They fell off so bad. Like, I didn't even know that was a thing until like I'm dead ass. I did not know that was still an organization until I found out about Phantom GTA server. When he was, you know what I'm saying, when I started watching him like a couple of years ago, you know what I'm saying, I started watching Phantom and his GTA and, you know what I'm saying, District, and then it was like Faze Keythedon. Like, he was going against, you know what I'm saying, Keythedon, and I was like, Faze? And I searched it, I'm like, I'm like, damn, they still a thing? Like, I ain't hear nothing about them, like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's basically what I'm saying, like.
Maybe not all of them.
All in all, this is messy because unlike we were told in the beginning, this seems to be way more business as opposed to real, genuine friendships, you know, handling things the right way, the proper way. It seems very shady and underhanded. Now, I know over the next couple of days, we are going to hear, you know, the different sides and people are going to have to speak about this. But this is very interesting, especially because last year, people who kind of called this stuff out were killed over some of their criticisms and takes. So now I'm putting a call to action. Two things. One, I will be live tonight going over what Faze Banks is going to be saying in his stream where he announces everything. I'm pretty sure others will be speaking out about it by that time, so that'll give us a lot to react to. I really want to stay glued to this because
right,
I am kind of ready to
I ain't
skip
gonna lie.
around the room. Skip around the room. Skip around the room. But
He happy as shit.
Since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business, and I was right, and look who was right, and I left Faze first, and look at me, 100K viewers, highest off the cloud, just proving everything that I said.
This Max was calling Max in the car. They're like, yo, this.
No.
Max
I
and
don't
Banks
want
in this entire Faze.
I don't want no cliff. I don't want no spoilers. He good for
but
that.
before I could really even shut my eyes and close my PJs in my robe to give myself a little bit of a break, Faze Banks came out and did his scorched earth attempt about Blackboy Max, seemingly exposing him as being some sort of liar, deceiver to his audience, trying to get the community to galvanize some sort of support around him. But I'm going to be quite honest with you. Everything I watched from those videos to those text messages just confirms everything that I've been saying for the past year about the Faze Collective. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. It goes a long picture by Ron. Faze guys will be the one to pop the top off of everything. When I got called out last year by Ron, Lacey, and Banks, and we had invest tough, etc., but didn't join in on the dog pile for the most part, saying that he had mental health issues, he was struggling to find himself, he was burnt out from his 365 challenge, and specifically, you haven't tapped in just quite yet. Blackboy Max's cousin, Fatboy Dip, came to the internet exposing, hey, over on 20 bands a month. More than affiliation, Faze
Incredible. And it's like, Max, I know we've had like our,
Yeah, bro, now we just
disprove any neighbor and that there wasn't any sort of nefarious deeds behind the actions that Faze Banks and whoever, that there wasn't any sort of doing.
This nigga Max was calling Max in the car, saying like, yo, bro, they're just talking. And they're like, yo, this nigga's silky, though. He's lazy as fuck. Da-da-da-da-da. Yo, you would have thought we was in a skit. Talking crazy shit, not even know.
So he like debate and he like debunking the whole fake shit that he was talking about that makes him sick to his guts and all that. I felt like that was a little exaggeration, a little sick to your gut and stuff. But come to find out, you fake as shit. I mean, all this shit might be fake, like the J Cinco and DDG shit, just for some money. I don't know.
Lazy as fuck. Da-da-da-da-da. Yo, you would have thought we was in a skit. Talking crazy shit, not even knowing. Max is on speaker. Silky is right next to Max, talking crazy shit about the nigga in Miami, saying this nigga's lazy. I don't know about this nigga. And when he comes back, yo, this is my brother. This is my brother. So I guess we all fake that, nigga.
Oh, so he was on some bitch shit. Oh, okay, all right, okay. It's different to like talk shit in a nigga face, like to like the way I see it, bro, is if I say the shit to your face, I can say it to anybody. That's the way I see it. Like, if I be like, man, you doing some lame shit, like, you doing some dumb ass shit, and somebody bring it up, I'm gonna say the same thing I told you. So if it come back to you, you won't be surprised that I said something like that. Because I said it to your face. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand that, bro. Like, nigga, that shit weird, bro. Like, if you felt like the nigga was slacking and he ain't put no, like, energy into, say it to his face, nigga. Like, I don't understand that. Or, shut up. Because you're still making money off. Like, I don't get it, bro.
Guys, I've been waiting for this moment for so long. I don't think people really understand. Said that all of this was which real talk behind my friend's back or my bro's back when Genius Bank said that all of this was to contain the excitement that I had. Last year on the live stream, Faze Banks said that all of this was genuine. All of this was real. And I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't genuinely or really real talk behind my friend's back or my bro's back. That just seems like somebody who was fake and who was a deceiver to me. He also made a claim that there weren't financial ties to these guys, which I guess on paper at the time were to be true. But at that moment, I know for a fact that Faze Banks and the Faze Collective, I'm talking about the ownership group, were ultimately going to want to seek financial gain from these guys. So it makes a lot of sense why Plaqueboy Max's cousin would talk about this Spotify deal that was $400,000 under the table put in for Plaqueboy Max in order for, you know, the Faze Collective to benefit and Max not see any money behind. A conversation about brand deals came up. And that's where management companies get a lot of their dollars and cents. That's where they take their 15, 20, 30, 40%.
That's legal.
And when Plaqueboy Max had his room decorated, all of a sudden there was a big Spotify logo in the background. Now naturally, because these are young kids, they think it looks cool and official, but I know that that's not cool and official like that. What happens is ultimately once these things get clipped up and repurposed and repackaged, that's an ad that goes across TikTok 40,000 times, not just by the creators themselves, but by all the clip pages, the meme pages, etc., etc. It's just a perpetual ad that will always exist in your background. But somebody has to pay for that perpetual ad. And if somebody has to pay for that perpetual ad, that means somebody has to, you know, make bank off that perpetual ad. But
and then somebody got to pay for it.
It seems that Faze Banks was making the bank.
Nigga, I'm like, gang, you're Plaqueboy Max. You can get that yourself. And if you want to split it, that's cool. What the fuck? So we end up taking it down. Little dude, we know they're selling his identity without letting him know.
Wow.
And so Max ends up leaving Faze. We only knew this because he left Faze. He got the deal on Spotify. They dropped Faze and gave it to Max. Guess how much this was for? 400 bands for 5 months. Niggas about to run up half the ticket off a nigga. Chat.
So basically, when he left Faze, son, that's crazy. They was really about to get him like that. Hey, the nigga pulled out the right time then. He still got the bread. Hopefully he still was able to salvage that business relationship with Spotify, get that bread and sneak up. Sound like he snuck that deal back from him. As long as he get that $400 back, my nigga, I don't give a fuck about Faze. That's, I mean, I'm saying like if I was Plaqueboy, man, I'm like, man, I don't give a fuck about none of that, nigga. I got a $400,000 bag that I took from y'all.
Just so this makes sense, imagine LeBron James and the Lakers working together, and the Lakers take all the money from a commercial with beats.
Now pick close
that's a
this
fact.
Is where
That's
it
a
really
fact.
gets
That's basically
that sponsor game and ad game is where like a lot of dollars and cents lie. And once these management companies start to come in, that's where they seem to reap their benefits and rewards. You'll notice that there's a shift in the types of sponsorships that these brands or entities or content creators can bring in, and that's due to the vested interest that, you know, these new management companies have. And that's not me just saying this. Fellow Faze member Faze Swag even talked about how the ads and sponsors just switched up. One day,
see, like him. Like I remember. Nah, I don't remember his. I don't remember. I know his face from someone, but I don't remember. I don't know where I know his face from. Obviously he in Faze, and I'm trying to remember, like, is it from gaming? I don't know.
Faze Swag even talked about how the ads and sponsors just switched up. One day they were getting things like big contracts from Porsche, McDonald's, Xfinity, and the next thing they could only get was 4 logo deals. It didn't make sense.
The boys are at the height of everything. They're back-to-back orders of the year, fucking
demons. Everybody in Faze averaging 10, 20K. Oh, you know, all the boys are averaging 10, 20K viewers. And then, like, the best sponsor we could grab was Ford Loco. It was, I was sitting there thinking, like, something's weird. Like, I feel like, especially with now, the best we can do is Ford Loco. Bro, there's
so
7 people in Faze averaging 20K viewers. These motherfuckers, they should have been on a cover of cereal boxes. Yeah. Like, I was sitting there like, wait, there's something's not making sense. Like, how the fuck, like, 2 years ago did we have Porsche and McDonald's? Hell, even friend of the show TK exposed some messages between him and Faze, or ex-Faze, Urade, about the money situation and how fucked up it was. Chasing that money trail reveals all secrets. And that's where you get Faze's majority owner, Matt Kalish, co-founder of DraftKings and CEO of Hardscope, the production management company that's over Faze. He basically verifies the claims in a Bloomberg article about the unsustainability of the current...
Bro, that's... Fuck that, son. Hold on. Hold on.
And CEO of you get Faze's majority owner Matt Kalish, co-founder of DraftKings and CEO of
All right. Matt Kalish, co-founder of DraftKings and Horoscope, says Faze current financial structure is unsustainable. Hey man, that's what you signed up for though. You gave everybody you basically gave out an opportunity. Once you took it away, niggas you know what I'm saying? Niggas capitalized off of the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It said that they invested $10 million. Okay, $10 million is fucking crazy now. If it was actually $10 million, I can actually understand that. That's fucking crazy. $10 million, my nigga. Oh, $10 million, my nigga. $10 million, bro. That's a lot of money. But I don't know if I trust that, bro. He look like a scammer, bro. And he's the fucking co-founder of DraftKings, nigga, a betting app. I don't know, cause I know DraftKings and they scams and them motherfucking betting apps, man. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I can trust this source. Then it's, oh my god, it's a Twitter tweet. It's a fucking tweet. I am not believing that shit. Never mind. Let me start this fucking video. What's up? What my sound at? The fuck happened, man?
Sustainability of the current Faze structure, but more importantly, the fact that he injected a bunch of money into them and then ultimately tried to recoup it in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now, he did give the option for them to go independent, but ultimately the deal that they were signing is the deal that Faze members are talking about being a 360 deal. Now, on one end, I get it. It's a business. You want to make some money. But on the other end, Faze Banks told me, Omar, Omeezy, a year ago, that this wasn't about the money. This wasn't about all this other stuff. This was just about friends coming together and making content. I call bullshit. It was bullshit back then and it's bullshit now.
If no, AMP is when friends come together and build something. Cause they already had shit. Like, ain't actually I'm not even gonna say that because Max had shit. He, you know what I'm saying? He had a fucking following. I don't know about Round the Lacey. I don't know. I wasn't tapped into them yet. But obviously Rage had a following. Kasan, you know what I'm saying? Got a following. Silky, I know about him. But I learned about him during, you know what I'm saying, about the Faze shit, kind of like with Ryan and Lacey. I didn't know, you know. But he had a following I saw too. So I'm sitting there like, bro, they is not that different from AMP. It's just that they have a big ass company that's paying for everything. So obviously that's the root of y'all problems, bro. Y'all should have this should have been a group of all of y'all together under this one name, like AMP. Nobody's paying extra for y'all bullshit. Y'all putting together for what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Get your own self a house. Obviously, y'all said that y'all was playing for something in Miami or Miami crib or something. Yeah, so like y'all might as well do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like all of this could have been avoided if they would have just, like, AMP kind of like set the blueprint. They just wanted another way. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just wanted it in a more genuine way, but then wind up figuring out that doing that is gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Gonna be losing more money.
And the reason why I took you down that little detour is because guess who also is a part of that hard scope acquisition of Faze? That's right, Banks.
Banks
What?
was pushed out of Faze by
What? What you mean he a part of horoscope? That mean hold on. So you telling me he a part of horoscope, but didn't he say he stepped away 4 months ago, 4 months ago?
the Faze numbers, right? And they want to Kayla's on it. So now there's a thing called Hardscope that now owns Faze, which Banks has a part of. So you still part of Faze. What are you talking about? Niggas is liars, bro. You still not part of Faze because you own Hardscope, nigga.
So simple. So Banks. And in the last part of this live stream by Fatboy Dip was Faze Banks being accused of saying the N-word in reference to Plaqueboy Max. He called up the other Faze members after he left and said, yo, this nigga is tripping, basically.
When Max left, he called him like, yo, bro, why you leaving? Why you leaving? He was giving all the reason. He's like, yo, bro, the last reason for real was, you called me a nigga. You know what this response was like? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? What? And he's like, bro, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I know you said that shit. He's like, bro, I was angry, but keep it a buck, bro. That's not the reason you left Faze. Keep it a buck. Don't put that on me, bro. You know I'm going through a lot, bro. You know I love you. You're going through a lot. I'm going through a lot. Don't put that on me, bro.
Now, in that short 17-minute...
Bro, I ain't gonna lie, son. It's really not surprising, bro. He looked like, you know what I'm saying? Just like it wasn't surprising that Elon Musk was a white supremacist. It's not surprising, bro. Like, you kind of like look at him and see. Yeah, bro. I mean, like, this shit not surprising at all. Like, shit. I'm actually surprised. Like, actually no, but shit. Max got a lot of fucking control to be even still talking to that nigga in a calm manner. Like, but my whole thing is the moment I know that you doing that and if I tell you, if I trust you, like, and I tell you the reason, you know what I'm saying, why I'm leaving, and I tell you that you told me this, and you respond with, who told you that? Oh boy, that C word coming out so quick. Like, boy, what is you talking about? Now I'm about to retaliate and I'm about to be, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about retaliate with words. I'm not talking about nothing physical. But still, nigga, I'm about to be, you get what you give. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, C word, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Saltine. Ritz. But still, yeah, like, bro, you know what I'm talking about, bro. You just got to, bro, no. I feel like it would hurt my soul to just leave that alone. I'm like, you just let that go? I'll be tripping, bro. But on to the next, come on. Bro, why does it keep doing that, my nigga?
called Max a racist slur. Just full stop. Coming from a
Yeah.
black man. Calling a black man from a white man the word nigga is a racist slur. Don't let nobody tell you any different. So between all the internet drama, all the people dogpiling on him, making claims that, you know, you're a deceiver, you're a liar, you're all this, that, and the third, Faze Banks would have a lot to address when he came back to the internet. And you'll never guess what he decided to address and not address in all of it.
As it goes for this word that I said, first of all, I didn't say this targeted toward you. This wasn't said in any sort of racist connotation. I said this word in an emotional response. I said, fuck all y'all blanks.
Okay.
It was a fucking mistake, and I'm fucking retarded. I'm a 34-year-old.
All right. So let Max would have been like, let y'all would have had a conversation. You know what I'm saying? After that fuss. Because that's what it is. It's like argument, fuss, same thing. You a grown ass man. Get over this shit, man. Like, you over there, you know what I'm saying? Gossiping like a little bitch. Like a little girl. Like, that shit don't make no damn sense, bro. But my main point is that it literally makes no sense. How if Max would have been the one that called up talking about this C word, if he would have found out, bro, he would have kicked him out so fucking quick, bro. He don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be around no racist ass weirdo. If that's what you feel about me, bro, and we have business together, I don't want to be in business with no, you know what I'm saying, with no racist person. That's racist against me. You know what I'm saying?
Man-child, and I have many, many flaws. And I'm an idiot for saying that.
You see,
no, bro. No, fuck you, nigga.
and this is why I hate y'all black asses on this internet. Y'all have white men justifying the fact that they didn't say a racist slur in a racist way. God, this shit pisses me off. Yeah, you guessed it. He didn't acknowledge the things about him taking money, him owning a part of Faze, these 360 deals. He didn't acknowledge any of that. Not any substantial way. He acknowledged the fact that, yo, him and Max have been talking. Him saying the N-word actually wasn't really a problem, which is crazy to me. And
alright, bro, I'm not entertaining that, bro. I'm not entertaining that.
All
I don't
this
want to hear
stuff
this
right
nigga
now
talk
is
about
because he has some sort of
saying the
ego,
N-word,
and he's the Travis Scott of the group, and he just wants to be popping and lit and blah blah blah. Yo,
Awful from creative to content to his career. He's asked me personally for help managing his career from here on out. He's confided in me about his team sucking and things falling apart. And the big one, since Max wanted to go live and talk about standing on business, and I was right, and look who was right, and I left Faze first, and look at me, 100K viewers, high as fuck off the cloud, and the fucking engaged, just proving everything that I said. And he jumped on this opportunity not because he cares about anything that I've done or cares about anything that I've said. It's because it makes the most sense.
Banks will go on a long monologue talking about how Blackboy Max constantly hit him.
But why did he leave, though? He said that was one of the reasons. You didn't address... Okay, I can see what he's saying. I mean, I can see how you look at it that way because, I mean, I'm not talking to no white boy that called me no nigga. I'm sorry. That's the last day you gonna see me, talk to me. I'm blocking your number. That's a wrap. Some people don't care about it, I guess, but that's never happened.
Was actually still friends with him and didn't actually have these feelings that were, you know, depicted in his cousin's stream. Now, we'll decipher through some text messages here in a second, but I just want you guys to know that he never even addressed any of, you know, the claims about him owning him.
Well, we kind of got the gist of it. Damn, 40-minute video, 50-minute video, damn. About some bullshit, man. I'm tripping. I be talking too much, man. My ass be talking too much. But that's it for the day, y'all. Make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Turn on post notifications. I'm out, man.